You're watching the Dallas Cowboys Report. I am your host, Tom Downey, answering all of your questions as part of our live Cowboys Report here with Super Chats leading the way in a big-time way. First up, from Randy Stitz. I'm going to mispronounce that there. With Mathieu leaving the Saints with no contract, does it increase the Cowboys to take a chance or signing of Curse and Hooker put the bash on it? Look, they're not going to sign Tyrann Mathieu. That's too much money for them. If Mathieu is unsigned a month after the draft, maybe the market starts to make more sense. But this team, self-imposed, will not pay more than $7 million per year, or really more like $6.5 million to an outside free agent. So because of that, it's not going to happen. Matthew's going to get more than that. So wherever he ends up signing, I bet it's more than what the Cowboys are willing to pay him. Had you not signed Curse, maybe it could have made some more sense, but I find it quite unlikely. Trivia time for you guys. The answer coming up at a future point later on in the video, so stick around. Let me know, who was the first Cowboy to win NFL MVP? Drop your answers for me right now in the comments and stick around until the end of the show for the answer. For Mark, he was talking about Trai Turner. Is he any good? Turner is more of a right guard. He was better this year. Honestly, he's not better than Connor Williams, but you need a guard right now. So if you think he can play left guard, I would have some semblance of interest in it from that standpoint. From Terry Black, will the Cowboys extend Dalton Schultz? I think we got to know what happens in the draft. If the Cowboys, as I think they will, spend one of their first 4 picks on a tight end, I don't think they'll pay Dalton Schultz. This really feels like a true placeholder tag because Schultz is going to command all of the money on a big-time deal. He is going to get this type of contract. He's going to get $13 million or $12 million or more unless he wants to take less to stick around with the Cowboys. And the reasoning why is that's the market. And although the Jones think the market does not apply to them, it does. The Cowboys are looking closely at tight ends in this year's draft. Doesn't mean a guarantee they'll draft someone, but they're sure as hell looking. They're aiming to find one, bringing in guys like Jelani Woods, Cade Otton, etc. So I think it is a very real possibility that they draft a tight end, give him a bit of a redshirt developmental year, let Schultz play on the tag, and then let him walk in free agency next year. So what do you think? Will the Cowboys get a long-term deal done with Dalton Schultz? I'll say before the franchise tag deadline this year. Y for yes, N for no. Let me know in the comments section. This will be the pinned comment on today's video. King Shadow 24, trade for Anthony Brown or draft and then draft Zyon McCollum. I think that not McCollum. Who's the other one? The UTSA kid. Oh shoot, McCollum was I'll start with him here. Freak athlete, just absolutely incredible combine testing. Smaller school guy, doesn't fit what the Cowboys typically like, which is I think always a potential riff. I think they like bigger name guys. I think he'd be a good fit for what Dan Quinn likes to do. I think Tariq Woolen, like Dan Quinn loved Nahshon Wright. Tariq Woolen is Nahshon Wright but fast, and that guy's got value. So I think Woolen might be their target over McCollum, but I don't think you're going to let Dan Quinn pick a third corner in as many years in the top 100 where you need to take him to get both of those guys on your roster. The Cowboys Report is now on Rumble, and we are 5th, which is low-key embarrassing to our other big channels here at Chat Sports. The Raiders Report, narrow lead over the Chiefs, narrow lead over the Browns, over the Giants, then the Cowboys. Help me win my bet. I want to beat Marshall, our Giants Now host, to 1,000 followers on Rumble. I just checked the numbers. We are now less than about 50 away. So we're close. If you haven't already, help me win my bet and get free videos on Rumble as well. Another video platform that doesn't believe in censorship, so I can drop as many F-bombs as I want. Rumble.com/CowboysTV. From Chameleon of Cambria, pick 24 has to be a big man. No receiver in round 1. Love y'all's content. Thank you, my friend. Here's how I'll answer this. What if Zion Johnson, Kenyon Green, and Linderbaum and all the good offensive linemen are gone, are you still forcing a big man? If Jordan Davis, Devontae Wyatt are gone, if you're picked over along the trenches and you got all the receivers are still left, I think you got to go receiver. So I've got Kenyon Green, Zyon Johnson, Chris Olave, Traylon Burks, all graded really similarly to each other. So whichever one they think is better, I say take. For my burner account, who do you think is the biggest Dallas Cowboys draft bust? Should be Steve Walsh, but we all forget about Steve Walsh because he had Troy Aikman. Bobby Carpenter, definitely up there. I think Morris Claiborne as well. Just some not great tight end picks. If I can just pick one tight end, give me tight end. There's a lot of bad tight end picks by this team in round 1 and round 2. Round 3's had a little bit more success there. So I'll probably go Bobby Carpenter, Morris Claiborne, and then I think Taco Charlton, unfortunately, inside that conversation as well. Now, if you want free daily Dallas Cowboys videos, hit that big red button and subscribe right here on YouTube, assuming that is where you're watching, because we're close to 127,000, and then we're going to double up the Commies actual YouTube channel, and I cannot wait to body that poverty organization. So hit that big red button right now. From Duncan39, how's the baby? Olivia's doing well. She's mostly sleeping through the night now. What is the deepest position in the draft? Edge? I think edge is up there. I think receiver's always fairly deep. It's not good at the top at all, but I actually like quite a few of the 4th-round tight ends. Now, that's a 4th-round grade, so I'm not saying you're getting a 1st-round pick in the 4th. I'm saying you're getting a 4th-round pick in the 4th, but there are several guys I like right in that range. I think corner's got some decent depth, and offensive line isn't bad in that one. All right, from Mark, aloha. Any chance Skeletor and Stephen Jones retire? Jerry, yes. Stephen, no. That is not how this is going to end up going down for you. Those two ain't going anywhere. From Cool Sharky, following up on a question from our first mailbag. Broad is probably meant to include pick 56. Okay, so now we're doing a trade of 24, 56, 4th, and he said 167. Okay, so let me do my math here. Let's get this all lined up correctly. That would put you in the range of right about pick 15 with the Eagles for me. But I think in this draft class, it could get you to 13. I think that 13 to 15 range is probably about right. So I think value is about right there from Broadus. That number makes a lot more sense than the 1st, 4th, and the 5th. That didn't sound right to me. But if you're including your 2nd, yes. Here's my problem. Who are you taking? Are you going to get a receiver? If one of those tackles slides to 13, if like a Charles Cross is there, then I would have interest, because then I could try Cross at left guard, and I could have my long-term left tackle locked in too. From Cam, would you move McGovern to right guard and put Zach Martin at left guard? So my initial reaction is no. I don't like that idea because I don't want to move around Zach Martin. He's awesome where he is. Don't mess with the one thing that was consistently working for you last year. Then I go, you know what? Maybe you consider all options, because that was rough. The offensive line play down the stretch, regardless of what PFF says it was rated out as, was not good. It was not consistent. They had real problems last year. So I've seen Zach Martin be a Hall of Famer at right guard. I saw him play a great left tackle in college, and I saw him play a great right tackle when he was forced to sub in there. I don't think he wants to move positions. I think that should be factored into your argument there. But if you are convinced it is the only way to make your offensive line work, then okay. So what do you guys think? Who do you want at left guard? And this could be a draft pick, a free agent, whoever. Let me know in the comment section right now. From Juan Ramos, draft Velus Jones, 5th. I think he can give us special teams value. I think you got the player right. This is the Tennessee wide receiver. Very fast, screams like kind of like your Malik Turner replacement type of guy. A little bit older, not great production, but up until a late breakout after transferring from USC to Tennessee. So I'm on board with that idea. 5th, if it's one of your later 5ths, yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. From Parks House, 2174, 3-round mock draft. Cool. Kenyon Green, round 1. Alec Pierce, round 2. Sam Williams, round 3. I'm in. I like Alec Pierce a lot. I want some speed and some size. He can give that to me. He absolutely can. Sam Williams, if you can get him in the 3rd round, I would be okay-ish with him in the 2nd, but I really like him in the 3rd round. So if you can promise me that, I am in right now. Let's ride. Here's our trivia answer. Might be a surprise for you. The first Cowboy win NFL MVP was Emmitt Smith, not Troy Aikman, not Roger Staubach like you might expect, but instead it was Emmitt Smith. Super chat from Lance Dunbar's Burner. Who's the best NFL rapper, current or former? It's Rico Gathers, baby. I mean, Rico quit his NFL career to go rap. That's the only right answer. Yeah, that's what you get right there. Yeah. All right, from Dallas 8-9, next scapegoat. Whoever selects these to be read is clearly intelligent and cool. Trace. You're not above praise, I guess, to get your question on air. Baker and Amari guarantees are similar. We got 5th between the 6th for Amari, 2/5 for Baker, restructure when he gets here. But what am I doing with Baker? If I to restructure him, I have to extend him. Baker does not want to be a backup. Like, that has been made very clear. So the value, I think, isn't that bad. I think the Browns would take it right now to get him off the roster. But I don't have a benefit of Baker saying, yes, I want to restructure, and I will take an extension to be a backup. You can't just restructure the rookie contract to somebody you can do other deals that have more years left on them. So I kind of like what you're going for there. If Baker gets cut, yeah, I'll bring him in as a backup. But I think he wants to start, and that's not going to happen in Dallas. I will regret this when I read through the comments section, but I want you guys to post your cancelable Cowboys takes in the comments section. Remember, they are cancelable, which means it's kind of like if you say no offense, it means no one can get mad at you because I'm asking for it specifically. Toxic burner account is it true? Stephen Jones trying to trade our draft picks for more cap space. It's funny. No, they like to build through the draft in the end, and that's not going to change anytime soon.